real high grade. Stand to affiliates with rain on parade.
Oi, you there, listen.
I'm coming with the realest, the real high grade. Stand to affiliates with rain on parade.
Kidders wanna bring the sound when I bring the pain. Contemplate the strain, whipping bitches with the chain. Say it once again.
Back a stand, so let's make some noise! Yeah! Right now on this side we got Bombshell.
Yeah! And on this side we have your platform! Yeah! Right, they know who's going first, let's get into this!
Alright, so about 2 months ago I get an inbox from Jen saying, "Hey Mr. Platform, here's my number. Give me a call about 9 o'clock tonight because I really want you to..."
Talk dirty to me.
Alright, so it didn't happen exactly like that. I get an inbox from Jen saying, "Hey future opponent, how do you feel about doing some sort of concept battle for the Halloween stand tour? Something like first round, old scary stories, horrorcore bars, make it really gory." I'm thinking, boring! Bitch! I just want to call you a slag, chat shit about your mum and dad, say your little brother is a massive fag, and that you look like a man in drag. Now you might say that's basic, and I'd say, Jen, you're right, but it's better to make the crowd laugh than have them stood there thinking, what the fuck was she trying to say with that line? But like Burger King, have it your way. See, most days I'm Dr. Jekyll. If I sniff a line, I'm Mr. Hyde. When you sniff a line, you run up into the corner and cry. You drain the life out of me when you spit. Like getting the blood sucked from your neck by Dracula. Slut! I'm so gangster I'll shank you with a spatula. And make sure Cole captures every minute of it on camera. There's no way that I'm on your Frankenstein's monster. You remind me of a female gormless waist Norman bass. And do not stare at me with that fucking leather face. You're a sadistic slag with a twisted twat. Fuck off and go and finger your chocolate starfish, you retarded limp biscuit fag. Right.
What the fuck did you come as? Rob regrets agreeing to this concept, so out of disrespect, I've neglected to prep. So I'm just going to use some cheap special effects that are about as legit as your freestyles against Double Juice. Wait! You know what I mean. Your acting was about as hammy as an entirely pig-based fame academy. You don't get props because you chew on so much scenery. You don't get props because you chew on so much scene. Your number one fangirl would be Annie from Misery. Your prom date will be Carrie, and your daddy chases you around the hotel with an axe. Here's Johnny! And your mum's axe wound is so vile it made Ripley collapse and swoon. And before she fainted, she said I could drive a fucking spaceship through that. This is gross encounters with a turd kind. When it has close encounters with a bird kind, it's comatose encounters of a slurred, blind drunk. You make Herman Munster look like hunk of the month. You're that douchebag best mate who gets killed early on in every B movie whose death is so humiliating that even the killer can't be fucking bothered. And the plot line is looser and more poorly put together than your mother. You look like the description of a victim who was rimmed at the gym, skinned and then torn limb from limb. Your mates add your name in memes of that kid from The Exorcist under the post saying tag a mate who would smash this. I give Freddy nightmares, leave Nosferatu right scared. Candyman never dares say my name 5 times in front of the mirror. Nevermore will your platform ever score. I'm gonna fuck him up, massacre Texas Chainsaw. I'm the poltergeist, the horror from Amityville. Time.
Listen to me, you greasy-skinned, pissy-haired, fat ass, big hipped, 1970s feminist vagina bitch. You have not got a cornetto's chance in hell of beating me. If you were a horror movie, you'd go straight to DVD. You might have won against P Soldier, but you lost to CDB. I hope you fucking die of AIDS. Easy. And P Soldier was right when he said you look more like a bomb site than a bombshell. I'm raw with the punchlines, they can all tell. You were that whore girl at lunchtime, showing lads your tits for baby bells. This crazy bitch crease lady smells of baby's piss and Cravendale. Nightmare on Jen Street, West Craven style. See, this Halloween, I'll run up in your yard in a Jason mask. Paintball strapped. Demand a cup of tea and Jaffa cakes with that, and if you really want to leave with your face intact, fetch me a pack of Celebrations and a Lakers hat. Now, it's blatant to see you're a backward spitter. After this clash, I'm gonna rape you, then kill you. Jack the Ripper. And seeing as she's in Yorkshire, it's only right that I rip her a new one. I'm a sick spitter worth 6 figures feeling mutant. So if a bitch come crawling back, slap that hoe, slap that hoe. If a bitch is a boring shag, dash that hoe, dash that hoe. If you find she got a nice house, smash that bro, smash that bro. Laying down the game is tactical, but remember their name is practical. Spitballs from Leeds to the capital, every word that I speak is factual. See, I murder a beat, not searching for beef. Kill vermin with the stomp of my feet, put work in. A target to reach, an artist with speech. Finding it harder to sleep, cause rhymes dance round my mind like Muhammad Ali. Now the reason why I act like every girl wants to fuck me is because most do. The reason why I act like every girl wants to fuck me is because most do. You're just getting pissy because I don't want to poke you. Listen, Missy, it's so true. After this, you'll be old news. My rapping's crisp, so I won't lose. Defeat this bitch with her own moves. You look like insert obscure reference nobody gives a fuck about. So, time.
I'm the original thrill. You're the shit sequel. The box office flop remake. Not my equal. I did the original kill. You're the copycat murderer. Unfulfilled. I'm Hannibal Lecter, you're Buffalo Bill. I'm serially iller. You just turn shit to more shit. Human centipede, cracked-filled caterpillar. Fucking hell, dude, this battle sounds your death knell. I'll do a number on you, Microsoft Excel. I got my mind on this murder. Murder on my mind. Your words have the impact of signing for the blind. He gets jumpy watching Buffy box sets in his boxes. And has to take beta blockers just to watch Rocky Horror. You make Jeffrey Dahmer look like a sexy charmer. Your platform is the spawn of some Moors murder whore porn from the snatch of a child catcher and Margaret Thatcher during a patch with Ian Brady when the relationship was a bit shady. I'm going to make your platform run a decathlon in a sandstorm till he's a bit warm. Natural born killers regard him with scorn, leave his throat torn and no one fucking mourns. Even Norman Bates got more dates and he had mummy issues. I innovate, change my modus operandi. You irritate, you even piss off Gandhi. The only time you would catch a body bag would be accidentally, when you pull a cougar so gnarly, she's got mothballs in her undies and pubes like Bob Marley. Mistaking her death spasms for orgasms. That's not cum in her fanny chasm, that's ectoplasm. Time.
Fuck you and your STD-ridden fanny flaps. I bet you frig your gammy snatch listening to Annie Mac. And I know it's played out, but when I first met you, I did think you were a virgin. But judging by your dad's track record, I stand corrected. You are virgin on insanity. And you take things far too literally when people tell you to keep it in the family. But I do think you would make a cracking sweaty cougar if you didn't look like a rapping Freddy Krueger. And I ain't gonna say I'll shoot you. It's the 21st century. I will use computers. You ain't got the hard drive like me. You're soft, whereas I'm on a writing spree. You've never been the apple of someone's eye. Mac with extra added functions. Spitfire, you all collapse when I'm hitting the right buttons. Watch me abort this trash and see her get her own comeuppance. Now, I really wanted to give you a chance, you know? Female battler on the scene. You beat P Soldier. P beat me. Then I watch you against Death Majors. Jeez. Now, do I have to explain to you the fundamentals of structure and multis, or are you going to carry on gibbering shit through your front teeth? You're not riddled with wit, only cunt cheese. Your boyfriend goes down on you when he has the munchies. You talk, some breeze. And when I mention Pete Cashmore, don't be surprised if her face goes redder than the roses on Cheryl Cole's bum cheeks. This decrepit hoe shouldn't speak. Now I know the reason why you hate every male rapper. And that shit ain't nice. Cause your dad was on a sinner hype and used to touch you up dressed like Vanilla Ice. He'd say there's no way in hell I'm gonna raise a lil dad. I was gonna sell the story to the sun and I'm still mad. You're such a munter, you'd bring tears to King Kong's eyes. And we all know your favourite party trick. Ping pong time. Jen, you know the one thing we can take away from this when it's all said and done is something that I should have mentioned right at the beginning. But it's blatant to see both you and me would look ridiculous dressed as women.
Send more paramedics! I see a whack MC. He needs neutralising before there's an epidemic. To give him credit, I'm surprised he's lasted so long with such an affliction. The friction of rubbing people up the wrong way, being a dick, knocking girls sick, must be a restriction. Your bars are mostly filler. You're deader than Jay Dilla. I'm strong underground like Gorilla. You're Tokyo, I'm Godzilla. You can't even catch a chew off a hungry zombie. Your disease, little chili pea, displeases even stoner cannibals with the munchies. The only X-Files Rob gets are when his X files for a restraining order. Has to explain that restraining order is not some bondage, hostage fantasy by a 50 Shades author. Your mum looks like King Kong in a thong and it's dead wrong. She twerks all night long, working for a Planet of the Apes themed massage salon. I'm straight out of Salem, bitch! Yeah. This pagan witch will make you twitch with a switchblade between your tits. I made a voodoo doll of you, and then I made it make a voodoo doll of you. So that you fuck yourself up. That is some bad juju. I'm gonna send Cthulhu, some warlocks, an army of Morlocks, flying monkeys, Ted Bundy and dead junkies to give you a white knuckle ride. Hands grips tight to your side. I'll buckle your pride, fuck with your mind, spit on your grave, dig you up again just to slap you round the face, disgrace and disgrace your tombstone, and then place it outside your parents' old people's home. Time.
Your platform Bombshell sick, yeah? Go to the judges, yo.
Alright, Bombshell versus your platform. It was a good battle, very tight, very close. I think, say Bombshell got the first round, your platform got the second round. Third round, very debatable. but I'm going to give it to your platform on personal preference. But I'll take Bombshell because she has got a fat ass and I would press that on a drum roll. So yeah.
And yes, stand tall against Bombshell, your platform, G+, yeah. Keep it simple, good battle, very close. But your platform let his punches a bit better for me. So he's got it. Big up Bombshell, big though still. Big batting.
Yeah, man, I'm saying first round was just even, third round was even, but the second round, yeah, platform came with that, some kind of grime, switched it up a bit for me.
And he had props and everything.
Delivery's good as well, you get me, he's got that delivery, he's a bit, yeah, he's there, so platform, but Bombshell's good, they're both good battle, both
Yo, Bombshell, how am I with that batting though? We'll tap you on the drum roll.
Yo, welcome back to Stand 2, make some noise! Yeah, we had the judges' results in, yeah? All 3 judges went to your platform.
Big up Bombshell, check out the loosely scripted EP on Bandcamp.
Things get dark on the street, kid beaten to death for an eighth of weed outside KFC. Our society filled with greed, blinkered sheep, running round like a headless herd of wildebeest. Saw the crime, will they speak? No way. No time for the police, no faith. Snitches get left with more than toothache and a bruised face, courtesy of the guy who moves weight. Now in the ground a dude late, turn it around, it's too late. Families frown and the circle begins again and again and again. Again and again and again. Now the guy who moves weight feels a rope where there once hung a chain, and it tightens, restricting oxygen to the brain. As it cuts off, the struggle stops. Just that morning, said to his old man, I don't get in trouble, Pops. His dad said, why you covered in blood a lot? Well look, Pops, I love to box at the gym, I've never lost. Listen, stop, I know you're lying. No son of mine's dying, what you hiding? Our man walks out the door, mutters to himself, I know I'm wrong.